Holy fuck, what the fuck? And that's how the interview is going to go. Just, yep, no, and fuck them.
Do what again now?
Are you recording?
No.
Okay, good.
Nope.
Nope, not at all. Holding the mic to my mouth, nope.
Fucking shitty on it, too. How good is it? Like, you gotta be right up close.
I don't think you really need to be right up close.
You don't have to be super
like
close.
This before, and he's like, oh, you gotta hold it closer. But if you watch the video, the entire video is...
Hey, Glenn, shut the fuck up. So tonight, I got two, Aiden, and Glenn's back again, of course, because Glenn's a hero.
Fucking Gump needs a rating.
Him and his fucking hairdo, he's a goddamn hero. Let's talk about your dirty stash, Glenn.
What about it?
Let's talk about it.
Well, I'm growing out a mustache because that's the only facial hair that I can grow.
Looks pretty pervy.
But fuck off, it's just starting. But it's
just starting, so like pretty soon you're not going to be allowed to be near a school or a playground.
Jesus Christ. No, but it's like I say, once it gets to a certain length, I want to trim it down to about there, right? Because like there's only two people in the history of the world that had a mustache like that. One entertained millions, the other one killed millions. Right? So...
That's good. No,
shit. But, yeah, I'm growing it out for a bit, and eventually it'll piss me off enough that I'll just shave it off, right?
So you gonna grow it like Aiden's? That epic one over there?
Fuck no.
You like that?
No, he's still a kid, so he doesn't know how to grow a proper mustache.
Kinda looks like the Monopoly Man.
Does he, though?
That's what I'm going for.
The Monopoly Man kind of had a bushier mustache, kind of like Mussolini, right? Which was another one of those fucking war criminals from World War II. It's kind of weird how I keep bringing up war criminals from World War II, don't you think? What say you, Aiden?
Yeah, that is fucking weird, man.
I told you before the interview started, all I want to hear from you is, yep, nope, and fuck them. All right? So when I say, what say you, Aiden, you say?
Fuck them.
No, you're supposed to say, yep, because it is weird.
You missed your cue, Aiden. It was supposed to be yep.
Right? Fucking. This is what happens when you work with kids. Jesus Christ. I told you, 500 meters. You got to stay 500 meters away. No.
Small couch.
This is Gump in his casting couch. I'm looking for a proper co-host. Come sit on the couch. Is that cum? Never mind. Here, ask Aiden some questions so he can talk.
Yeah, let's hear a proper conversation. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I come in here and sit down, and this guy...
That's the cum that I'm talking about. He comes in here, fucking what? Right in this space, right? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Glenn, there's no jizz on the cum.
You're sick.
Just so you're aware, you're hallucinating?
Yeah.
It's because you stopped smoking?
Yeah,
just so you know, he's quit smoking. He's on the patch now, so just be aware.
How long is this? Right, is this your first day?
Yeah, I finished my last 2 smokes today.
Oh, did you?
And, yep, so I'm on the patch now, and I got a vape pen.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, anyways, I came in here and sat down. Glenn moves, like, way the fuck over. Just like that. I'm like, well, what are you doing, man? Like, aren't we buddies? Like,
are you homophobic, Glenn?
Well, no, it's just that he's from Swift Current, right?
And you're from Regina?
Right, well, Moose Jaw.
Regina.
But, you know, those Swift Current boys, they got everything from Hep A to Hep C. Look it up. Google it, motherfucker.
I've only ever heard of, like chlamydia and shit going around Swift Current. I haven't ever heard of AIDS or any of that shit.
See, he's got the chlamydia.
Fuck you.
Chlamydia and the gonorrhea, right?
Man, fuck, there's got to be worse shit up here.
Yeah, there's definitely worse stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Like Glenn, there's worse stuff like Glenn up here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Glenn, you look super high right now.
I wish I was.
Does he not look high?
No, he looks fine.
Oh, he looks Chinkai. He looks Asian.
You're gonna get canceled for that.
So what'd you think of the cat lady?
It looked like her mouth got way bigger. Did it not? Like she expanded her mouth. It looked like.
Yeah, should we inform the people what we're talking about? Plastic surgery and shit like that?
Sure.
All right.
That's what we're talking about, the cat lady.
Because you're all like, what did you think of the cat lady? And it could have been like some crazy lady with 50 cats. But no, we were, before we started recording, we were talking about plastic surgery and how it's a bad idea because you start with your nose and then all of a sudden it just keeps fucking going. And kids at home, this is my Don Cherry moment. You kids at home, don't get fucking plastic surgery, okay? I don't care if you hit people from behind into the boards head first, but you stay the fuck away from the surgeon's knife.
What about the girl that has a kid that's in school that wants to be a cat? Have you seen that?
I've heard about that.
Have you watched the video of her talking about her kid being in school and wanting to be a cat and having a litter box in the
I've heard about that, and it's...
What would you do if that was your kid?
If that was my kid?
Yeah, what if your kid, Glenn, wanted to be a cat?
Well, I'd let the kid be a cat for all about fucking 3 hours, then I'd upside the head.
Why 3 hours?
Straighten up, because then it gives them enough time to fucking be a cat, pretend that they're a cat, right?
Yeah, like be a kid, right?
You gotta let them have that little fucking...
Yeah, but there's a difference.
Whimsical fantasy of being a cat,
There's a difference between pretending to be a cat and actually wanting to be a cat. Right. Apparently the kid wants to be a cat.
Well,
not just playing around like
actually legit. They take a Crayola marker and fucking give themselves like a fur pattern of some sort where they had orange tabby sitting there with orange markers, just fucking lines all over their body and shit like that. Or,
I don't know. I don't know if it's even real, but it's been circulating the internet.
I think it's...
You have to like Google it and watch.
You gotta... No, I'm not going to Google that. Cat kid. No.
Why not?
But fucking, what you got to do is, like I said though, you got to let your kids have that fucking whimsical fantasy of pretending to be a cat for a few hours or whatever. But you fucking got to put your foot down and say, look, you little fuck, I'm not letting you shit in a box. You want to be a cat? Fine. You go out, you buy a hamster, you fucking choke the life out of it. There you go. Eat a fucking dead rodent.
Why are we talking about choking a fucking hamster out and letting him eat it?
Because the kid's not going to eat a mouse because it's too small. So you want it to have a fulfilling meal. So you get yourself a hamster. And you don't want the kid to fucking have to run around the house trying to kill this thing.
Oh, dear.
Right? Because the kid's fucking lazy. So you choke the life out of the hamster, and then you toss the dead corpse to the kid, and you say, you want to be a cat? Have at her. Have the fuck at her. Right?
So if your kid wanted to be a cat, you would go buy a hamster, choke it out, and then let your kid eat it?
Well, I'd say, like, look, there's your dinner, and then lo and behold, guess what the kid's gonna do? Oh, I don't want to be a fucking cat anymore. Well, too bad, I just had to kill that fucking hamster. You fucking eat it.
Would you go like to the pet store and buy a little innocent hamster and give your kid the hamster?
Yeah, I'd pick out one. I'd be like, yeah, that's the one that I want to fucking choke right there. That fucking little brown bastard. Can
you show us how you're gonna choke that hamster out, Glenn?
Well, the hamster's about a hand, right? So you gotta fucking grab it around the torso and you squeeze until, kind of like a boa constrictor, until it can't breathe anymore. Or you grab it around the neck like that. You fucking. I fear that I've said too much now.
I was like, you said too much 5 minutes ago, Glenn.
Oh, I know.
What the fuck? Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about where...
Now PETA's going to come after me.
Let's talk about where you got on the one old kneecap there and...
how I proposed to the girlfriend?
Yeah, let's hear that. Let's hear that story.
All right. Well, my girlfriend's a witch, allegedly. Right?
Allegedly.
I'm going to say, but that's all purely speculation, right? So
just like your car's the rally edition.
Take it with a grain of salt. It is.
It's not, Glenn.
It's got a shifter on the fucking back of the wheel.
Lots of cars have that. Doesn't mean it's a rally.
Well, that's what she says.
Shifters.
It's fucking awesome.
Got shifters on the back of the wheel.
Well, two little paddles.
Yeah, lots of cars have that. Doesn't mean it's a rally car.
But that's what she says. So
she's wrong, Glenn. But anyway, back to your...
She might be wrong. Anyway,
she is wrong.
So we're in the cemetery fucking around, right?
Why are you in the cemetery fucking around?
You don't want to know.
Probably not. Actually, I kind of do. Yeah, we kind of do.
Okay, well, just because you two want to hear that story doesn't mean that the rest of the audience, the viewing audience there, want to hear that story. So I'm going to cut that out of the interview, and when we're done, I'll tell you why we were there.
Okay, copy.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so... a couple of months ago at this fucking fair thing, we bought these 2 rings, right? Relationship rings. And I have this 4-star Dragon Ball paperweight, right? So I'm sitting there tossing it like this, catching it. The fucking paperweight hit the ring just shatters, right? And then she's like, okay, well, we're going to have to go buy new rings now, but we're going to have to bury those ones eventually, right?
Okay.
I don't ask questions. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
cool,
I'm not asking.
cool. So the reason why we were at the cemetery was to bury those 2 rings. Because that's a fucking thing that we had to do, I guess. So after we buried those rings and tossed a bit of money into the hole too, like $5. So if you guys know where it is and you need a Slurpee, there's $5 in that hole, right?
In Dawson somewhere in the cemetery, it's
Yeah.
$5 in a hole.
Right,
Okay, Roger.
right. So
Yep.
if you guys ever need a large Slurpee from 7-Eleven, you know where to go. So then I looked around and I'm like, well, since this is where our lives are going to end eventually, we might as well start the next step in our relationship here. Pulled out the ring and asked her if she'd marry me. And she
Did
said,
you get on your knee though, Glenn?
Yeah, I was on my knee when I
Was
did
it hard when you had to kneel down and just like get on that old kneecap? Was it hard?
A little.
Did it hurt?
A little.
Yeah.
But fucking, I've been engaged 3 times, and this is the only time I've actually gotten down on a knee. Right? So.
Okay.
So I asked her if she'd marry me. She said yeah. So fucking put the ring on.
How many kids does she have?
Enough.
How many, Glenn?
More than me.
How many? You have
I have 2.
You have 2?
Right? And she's got more.
You have 2 whoopsies now, and she has 5 whoopsies.
Yeah.
So now you got 7 whoopsies.
Oh, I wouldn't call them whoopsies. I mean, my
So you have 7, Glenn.
my kids were planned though, so they're not whoopsies.
Right.
Right? They're just
Whoopsie.
kids. One of them's a bastard. The other one isn't. Right? Well, my oldest son was born out of wedlock. Technically, he's a bastard.
Right.
And I was married when my other son was born, so he's not a bastard.
So two different baby mamas.
Yeah, 2 baby mamas. Like I was saying before in the last interview, if you were to... And
So
if you
fine,
haven't... Hold on. And if you haven't seen the last interview, go back and watch that one too.
So you're gonna marry this woman
Right?
that has 5 kids?
Right?
Have you met all 5 yet?
No, I've met 3 out of the 5. On my day off, or on my week off, we're going to Edmonton to deliver a cat to one of her other children that lives
Oh, right,
in
you're a
Edmonton.
cat lover. That's right.
And then her other son lives in Washington State.
So you're gonna marry a woman that you haven't even met all the kids yet?
No, but... Okay, first of all, her second youngest is 19. He still lives in the house, but fucking eventually he's gonna, you know...
Yeah.
And then her
Yeah.
youngest is 14.
Uh-huh.
The other 3 are already grown up and fucking out in the world doing their own
But you haven't
shit.
met them. You haven't met the other 2 yet.
No, not yet.
Do you even know their names?
Levi and... Fucking what's...
Oh no.
That's the one that we're gonna meet.
Oh no.
And then the oldest one is Cody.
Well, I'm glad you remembered that. It
So
took a
they're-
bit, but
Right.
you got it.
There's-
Congratulations,
her
Glenn. You know
kids
all.
are Cody, Levi, Katana.
Like katana, like the weapon?
No, it's spelled different.
Oh.
Kattana.
Weird.
Anyway,
Oh.
then there's Wyatt, which is a 19-year-old, and Carter, which is a 14-year-old.
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
That sounds like a person that lives in
Like
the trailer park.
Like Wyatt Earp.
Like Wyatt Earp. In the trailer park.
Have you ever seen that movie, Wyatt Earp, with Kevin Costner in it?
Yeah.
It's a shitty movie. Tombstone with Kurt Russell was better.
Yes.
Way better.
Yeah, 100%.
That's one of my favorite Westerns. It's probably my only... Well, Unforgiven wasn't bad either.
You gonna share that mic, or you just gonna hog it?
Do you have
hog it like
anything to say? Right. He's the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson. You are correct, sir. Okay, Gimp Boy, talk.
Fuck you.
Gimp boy talk. Gimp, no, Aiden needs to tell him about how he's about your tanks.
Oh, the tank farm?
Yeah,
The tanks in the tank farm?
yeah, the tanks in the tank farm.
There's not a whole lot going on over
But
there.
you told me that now you're the master of them.
I
though.
am the king. I'm
My
the.
question about your tank farm is, what kind of tanks are they, and what kind of treads are on them?
I don't know what kind of treads are on them. What's that mean?
Tanks.
They're 400 barrel tanks.
Well, I'm not talking about those kind of tanks. I'm talking about like the ones that fucking World War II
Produced water tanks.
shooting fucking whatever.
Why are we talking about tanks now?
Because you just mentioned a tank farm, so you take little die-cast metal dinky toys and you put them in the dirt. You water them; they grow up into be actual tanks. And
Huh?
That's interesting.
well, you said tank farm, so I'm just thinking tank farm. You plant the little dinky toys.
Okay, now back to Aiden now. How are your tanks?
They're doing good. I think they're sitting at about 45 cubes right now. They're hanging out. Are they? Can you see the
I can't see your tanks. I just know when you fuck up and overfill them.
Oh, yeah. No, I was actually wondering that because, like, if you could see the level in the tanks on there,
No, I can't.
it would pretty much eliminate my job, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You're yeah.
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 Like, that's all I'm there for is to.
Well,
Fish.
if you think about it, Glenn's job is very
It's like, a little bit less.
like you have more responsibility than Glenn. Glenn just sits there and stares at a gauge and then hopefully gets out and pulls it.
Pretty much.
Just by looking at him, I don't think he does much though.
I do. I get out of the truck every half an hour.
Glenn eats lots of pastries and sandwiches and lots of monsters.
Yeah.
Monster shift.
Oh, you're down to one.
I'm down to one now. My heydays, I used when I didn't have a job, I'd sit in my basement, play video games, and drink 8 monsters in a day, and smoke weed.
Reasonable, I guess. What about you? Did you drink lots of monsters?
I'm more of a Red Bull guy.
Mm.
Yeah, Red Bull. Right?
It's a fucking kid. Red Bulls only have one flavor. Shit.
Red Bull's got more than one flavor now.
Sugar-free tastes different than.
Yeah, but they have like the watermelon one. They got like the peach. Like they got all kinds of fucking.
Monsters have way more flavors than Red
Yeah,
Bull.
for sure they do. I like that white flavor, but I like
White flavor?
whatever
You see the way
it
he
is.
says it? What?
What? You're judgmental.
Speaking of which, that's one thing I always wanted to teach my kid. I want to teach him, like, say all the colors normally, like red, blue, black, whatever, but when you get to white, give it that southern twang, that what? So he's...
What? Say it again now?
I'm just saying, no, go back and watch the video.
No, I want to hear it again.
Well, you're not going to hear it again. You're going to have to go back and watch. But no, I just think it'd be funny to have your kids say, like, the name of every color normal, like red, green, blue, purple, pink, orange, whatever. But when he gets to white, he's got that southern racist twang to it, right? What? I just think that'd be funny.
Okay.
Fuck with the kid.
Glenn, you think you make yourself laugh more than
Just
anything.
be all like, you know, these colors don't run. Oh, Jesus. For the record, I am not racist. I judge everyone based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
Oh,
Right. I mean, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. You're still an asshole.
what about an asshole with a mustache?
Then you're just Gump,
Oh,
right?
oh, okay.
And Aiden. We had to make sure the kid left before we said that. But he'll see the video later, obviously, because, you know, he's a co-host.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he was on
He'll
it.
probably end up
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah, right. Roger. Okay, well, that's it then. I'm done with you, Glenn.
Why?
I'm done with you.
Why? Because of my political views?
No? I'm good.
All right.
I got it all now.
That was another episode of Glen and Gump.
Glenn, it's Gump and Friends.
Glen and Gump.
No, Gump and Friends.
I bring in the ratings. I get fucking
You
top
haven't
billing.
brought in no ratings, Glenn.
Look at all the other videos on your channel.
Yeah, you got a few more views. Whoa,
35 last time I checked on the
there's
first
So many
one.
people have seen your ugly mug.
Right.
Oh,
But obviously we got repeat viewers because they like to fucking
maybe.
hear me talk about what I like to talk about, which is
you're-
fucked up shit.
Hear your sexy voice.
My sexy voice.
Oh God, don't do that.
What if
don't
I
do that,
talk-
Glenn. No.
What if I talk like this?
Bye, Glenn.